to give beer distributors in Pennsylvania the ability to sell both wine and spirits in addition to beer, which we think is going to give them a competitive opportunity as more and more locations become accessible to wine and spirits and beer in Pennsylvania.
And let's talk a little bit about what that could actually mean for these beer distributors, because you say they're at a competitive disadvantage right now. What do you mean by that?
Well, currently there are about 120 licenses that are available to grocery stores and convenience stores to sell beer in Pennsylvania. Estimates are that number could rise to about 1,000 within 5 years. Well, the way that Pennsylvania's liquor laws are written, and they're arcane, they're prohibition-era laws, these distributors are prohibited from expanding the different types of product offerings they have. You have to buy beer by the case. You can't buy a six-pack. So what we want to do is we want to change the law to allow these businesses to actually run like businesses and be able to compete in a fair and open marketplace.
Is there an additional potential impact, though, on grocery stores, convenience stores? Because you can already purchase some items there, but it could potentially be expanded.
Well, we think that it's going to, any type of privatization in Pennsylvania is going to increase consumer choice, and we think that ultimately that's going to benefit all businesses. That a grocery store that is able to sell a bottle of wine or a beer distributor that's able to sell a bottle of liquor. We're going to increase convenience. There's going to be more affordable pricing. We think that's good for Pennsylvania consumers. We think it's good for Pennsylvania business.
Are these businesses in certain areas of the state, I'm thinking maybe in more rural areas, actually going to bid on these licenses when they have the potential for less customers actually coming in because of a lower population? They don't necessarily want to put out the expense for a new license?
Well, a piece of legislation recently passed the State House that actually changed the way that these licenses would be made available. Once these laws are enacted, beer distributors, even in rural areas, would have the ability first to be able to purchase these licenses. So it wouldn't be a bidding process, and they'd have the ability, the right of first refusal, to purchase a license to sell wine or spirits or both. So we think actually that this would increase options in rural areas because those business people would have the ability to make business decisions to decide what products that are demanded by customers in those areas, and we think it's going to increase opportunities and convenience for consumers in those areas as well.
And we just have a few seconds left, but do these businesses have the ability to have oversight when it comes to safety and regulations, ensuring, for example, people are 21 who are purchasing spirits?
Well, absolutely. A private business that runs afoul of the law, they lose their license, they're out of business. There really is no good evidence about the state store system and their enforcement on teenagers getting alcohol, etc.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Kevin Shivers. I'm Jill Horner.